Today, we're going to talk about the way most people market their gyms. The typical customer life cycle is broken, and it's one of the main reasons that so many gym owners fail after they get started. So what I want to do is I want to talk with you about 3 specific areas of waste that we see happening with gym owners, and I want to offer you a framework that can help you recapture some of those lost opportunities and take your fitness studio to the next level. So the typical customer life cycle is a 3-part approach where gym owners go out and engage with some sort of activity. Maybe for you that's sending people to a landing page. Maybe it's word of mouth. Maybe you're doing different direct mail campaigns. All of that energy is to get interest in your fitness studio, and so that you can move people on to your sales process. Now, you might have a short sales process or maybe a long sales process, but you have some method in place in your business right now to help you acquire new gym owners. Now, I want to do a little bit of a case study with you right now. So let's say you spend $1,000, which generates 100 leads for your gym. Now, let's say you spend 10 hours, or your team spends 10 hours calling those leads to convert them into customers, and you convert around 10%. That would be 10 new clients into your business. But this is your year, right? You want to take things to the next level. You want to explode your gym. So you say, instead of getting 10 new clients, I want to double that. I want to get 20. Now, what most gym owners do is they go back and they say, all right, if I was getting 10 clients with this ad spend, these man hours, I just need to double those items up. So I can now spend $2,000 and that should result in 20 clients, right? Or maybe you keep your ad spend the same, but you take up your payroll and you say, instead of spending 10 hours to get those gym clients, I'm gonna now spend 20 hours. I'm gonna pay my staff to spend 20 hours. But what if I told you that there was a way to double your sales without increasing your ad spend or increasing your payroll? And there is, and I'm going to be covering that with you today. So in the beginning of this video, I told you that we were going to talk about the big areas of waste. Now, the first big area of waste that gym owners experience is lost traffic. So it's leads just going into the trash can. How many of the people who are coming to your landing page today or hearing about you through word of mouth, how many of them are not ready to do business with you today? Well, the answer is around 30% are going to buy from you today. They're ready, they're pumped, they're excited. But 60% won't be ready to buy from you for 60 or in some cases even 90 days from now. Well, what happens to that 60% is they hit your landing page and they leave. Or they hear about you from a friend and they forget about you. But what if there was a way for us to capture information from those people so that we can follow up with them, and that when they're ready to buy and move forward in the process, you're the first person they think of? We're going to talk about this, but this is one of the main areas we're going to be able to help you with. Most people don't have a mechanism for that, and most gym owners are getting a bunch of traffic coming in, but they're not really capturing it, and it's literally just winding up in the trash can. So let's say we do capture those leads and they go into our sales process. Now, the other real problem is that most people label leads in 2 categories. We've got hot leads and we've got bad leads. We consider a hot lead somebody that's ready to buy today, right? That's that 30%. But if somebody is not a hot lead just because they're not ready to purchase from you today, we call them a bad lead. Now, here's the thing. It's not that they're a bad lead, it's that you're being a bad gym owner and you're not working those leads efficiently. And yes, I'm putting you on the spot and calling you out here. So it takes around, on average, 7 attempts to close a sale. What happens with most business owners in general, not even just gym owners, is that you stop between that 2nd and 3rd attempt. You stop reaching out. So what ends up happening is that person goes to the gym up the road, or maybe they just decide, okay, now's not the time, I'll do this later. And they just don't buy. Now, what we want to do is we want to help you recapture those leads. We want to help you, yes, of course, get the hot leads that are coming in, but we also want to help make sure that you've got systems in place so that 60% that isn't ready to do business with you now, you've got that seamless 7-attempt process mapped out and in place for your business. Now, the third area of waste is you're literally losing customers. Now, what does that mean? Sometimes a customer just up and leaves and they stop doing business with you, which is sad. Do you know that the #1 reason why people leave one gym in favor of another? You might think that it's a massive customer service issue or a product problem, but it's actually even more sad than that. When a survey was conducted, around 65% of people reported that they leave one gym to go to another due to indifference. So when asked, they just said, I don't know. Now, what that means is that we haven't done the work on our end to make sure that every client knows that we love them, and we haven't taken the time to make sure they're getting a great service, and that's something that's very easy to fix. It's also not just an issue of repeat customers, but it's an issue of referrals. Referrals happen because your members are getting a great service from you. Now, these are the 3 areas of waste that might be happening in your fitness studio: lost leads, lost sales, and lost customers. And I want to now show you what you can do about it. So instead of just implementing the typical customer life cycle in your gym, I want to show you how you can implement the ideal customer life cycle. Lifecycle marketing is a framework that we created over here at Campaign Sharks, and it's designed to help you do just that. It's designed to help you eliminate wasted traffic, wasted sales, and wasted customers. Now, there are 3 distinct phases inside of lifecycle marketing: the system of attraction, your system of selling, and your system of wowing. The first phase is the attraction phase, and this can be broken up into 3 parts. The first thing that we're going to do is help you identify your target client. These are people who you should be attracting. You might look at your current members and see what the commonalities are among them. The second thing that we're going to do is make a shift when it comes to the traffic that you're running. We want to make sure no leads are being wasted. We're going to help you identify your interest that you should be targeting when you're running your campaigns, and help you create a process that will position you as the go-to authority for your target clients. The first step is to create strategic content videos. We call them strategic content because they're designed to help solve your target client's pain points, and they have soft pitches throughout the video, prompting your lead to take action. Now, what we do then is we retarget people who've watched a certain percentage of those videos with specific offers. Now, the type of offer that we're going to run depends on who you're trying to attract. Maybe you're doing small group training, maybe one-on-one training, maybe you're doing a virtual where you're helping people online. For some of our clients, we're running things like taking them to a lead magnet. For others, we're getting them to do a low barrier offer. For some, we're getting them to opt in for a free strategy session with you. Now, we figure out, based on who you're trying to attract, what is going to be the best thing for you. Now, in exchange for them opting into that, we get their contact information. So now we're able to make sure that these people aren't just seeing your ads and then going into the trash can. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the selling phase. This is where we're going to help you avoid losing leads, which might have been happening before. We've got a system of follow-up that's designed to keep the people who might not be ready to buy today engaged, so that when they're ready to make a buying decision, let's say 30, 60, or even 90 days from now, you're the first person they think of. Now, we can automate part of this process. So it might involve sending out emails, doing phone calls, sending out text messages, sending out voice messages. We've got a process where we'll have 7 points of contact automated for you. And like I said, even for those people who aren't ready to take action right now, we're going to put them into a long-term nurture campaign where you stay front of mind. So like I said, when they're ready to make that buying decision, you are the first person they come to. Now you can stop seeing your sales going into the trash can. Now the goal is to turn more of these leads, like I said, into customers. So now you've got them as customers. What are you going to do to make sure they are wowed? Well, we're going to make sure that every new customer that comes into your gym has a process that's going to completely wow them. Let's say a wow phase. We're going to make sure, like clockwork, we've got different things going on. Maybe that's sending them a new welcome package in the mail. Maybe that's automating check-ins so that your trainers are doing them at the right times. We can even do things in your campaigns, like when your trainers are on the phone doing those check-in calls, they have to fill out a form that goes over what that client's goals are for the month and gives them action items, and we can then embed that information into emails that go out throughout the month. So if you've had customers in the past that have said things to you like, all right, wow, you asked me my goals and you did nothing with it, I'm just another number to you, we can completely get around that, but it's through an automated process so that all of your clients get the same seamless experience and nobody falls through the cracks. So this is what lifecycle marketing might look like for your gym. Now you might be sitting here going, okay, this is great, Emily. So I can see that if I can annihilate these trash cans in my business, I can completely take my gym to the next level. But one, where am I going to learn to do all this stuff? And two, where am I going to find the time to do all this? Well, the good news is that's why we exist over here at Campaign Sharks. We've owned our own fitness studios for over 10 years and have been implementing these systems, and we've also been helping other small business owners for the past several years as well. We know what works, we know what doesn't work, and we're here to help. We want to build a machine for you where you don't have to think about all the various moving pieces we talked about today. And if you need help running traffic on various social media platforms, we've also got you covered today. So I want you to stop and ask yourself this question before we wrap up today. What would it be worth for your gym if you had a system in place that completely eliminated all of these trash cans? If you knew that everyone that saw your ads was getting value, and if you had an offer specifically designed to help you attract your target client, that all the leads were being followed up with systematically like clockwork, and that you had a system for turning these leads into new customers. Even better, that once those people became customers, they were wowed, so that they stayed with you for a long time and they were referring their friends and coworkers into your business. What would that be worth to you? We want to help you do just that, and that's why we exist. I would love to connect with you and dive a little bit deeper about how we can help you implement this into your gym, your fitness studio, and like I said, to help you really make this your year and take your gym to the next level while giving you freedom back to do the things that you want to do. Maybe that's spending more time with loved ones. Maybe you want to go travel the world and you just want to have a solid system in place to give you back that freedom. So I want you to head over to campaignsharks.com right now. What you'll be able to do once you get there is you'll be able to set up a free strategy session. Like I said, if you liked what we covered in this video today, we're going to be going even deeper once we get on a one-on-one call with you. So go ahead, book a day and time that works best for you, and we can't wait to connect.